Joined by Coast Guard head coach Bill George following a 28-13 win over MIT on homecoming. Coach, you guys have struggled to run the ball, but today over 200 yards. Talk about your run game today.
We ran well. Mike Clancy ran well. Cam ran well. I think Derek ripped off a nice run. We've just been plugging along. We've cut out some mistakes. We're a team that can move the ball pretty consistently, and we just cut out some mistakes. We got some blocking in, and we had some things that were there that were open, and we've been working on it. We've had 2 weeks to go, a week off, and some days you do better than others running the ball.
And again, you guys took care of the football. Just no interceptions. You had one fumble on a punt, I believe. Talk about how important it is to take care of the ball and field position.
That was a big concentration in our off season. We thought we had lost the turnover battle in a lot of games last year, and we lost some close ones. And this year we're winning some close ones, and we're winning some turnovers, and we've cut back. And guys are playing good football. We're playing solid defense in all of our games. We have an excellent kicking game. We managed to add some run game to our throwing attack, and so it came a little bit together today. It's a homecoming game, the year 2015, and we beat a defending NCAA champ, or not, NCAA playoff team that had won a playoff game last year. And I think back, the class of 2000 was here. I had from the '99 team, graduating class, and they did the same thing when we beat Springfield. I think in the year '99 they had been in the playoffs. So it was kind of a nice little coincidence there for a group that came back for their 15-year reunion in this group here. So we're a team that will have to win every game by 1 point in battle. We're not a dominant team, but we are a good football team. And we do have to keep our turnovers down. We do have to be solid in the special teams. We have a good group that knows how to play good football, but they are not dominant, so they have to bring, their best on every single play and cut out the mistakes. And we've done that for the last 3 weeks.
And two of the biggest plays of the day were turned in by one of your seniors, Joe Rosardi. The pick six, 17-yard interception return. Then he comes and blocks the field goal. Talk about Joe's play.
I didn't see the pick six. I have to look at it on the film. I was over talking the offensive line, and all of a sudden everybody's out there, we got the ball, and then I see everybody celebrating. So he's been consistent. He's been a solid, and I'm not saying that from the 2 block kicks. He's one of our sure tacklers. He's been a tremendous tackler on special teams. But we have some good tackling people, we have some good football, and he's came up with, last week it was Mark Bainey, this week it's Rosardi coming up with a big pick six. I mean, that's not just a turnover, that's a touchdown, that's a double turnover. So that was big, and it certainly kept us in the game because they were driving the ball early in the first half, and we held them to 2 field goals rather than touchdowns, and then that pick six, and so that determined the halftime score of 14-3 for 14-13.
Coach, a lot of football to go. Talk about what it means to be 3-0 undefeated in the league with 4 games to go.
We are a team that right now is 0-0, and we have 1 game to play, and that's it. And that's the way I tried to get this team to view it. And all we have to worry about is next week, because that's all we can worry about. We are not a dominant Ohio State football team. We are a good football team that plays very good football, is sticking together. They're making plays, they're not making mistakes, and they work very hard in practice. We have some tremendous leadership. So I just view it as we got our hands full next week at high noon.
Coach, enjoy it. Congratulations.
Yep.